Welcome to this first of two videos on planning and managing your dissertation. In this video, we discuss the importance of planning and project management and how to create a workable plan and schedule. So let's begin by thinking about the importance of planning your research. Like any other project, a dissertation requires careful planning if it is to be successful. Lack of time is a key issue for many students. We may not be able to do anything about some issues such as family or work commitments. However, sometimes we simply don't plan effectively enough and end up using the time we do have poorly. In addition, the very nature of a dissertation means that careful planning is important, not only because it happens over a longer period of time, but also because research doesn't necessarily happen in discrete stages. In the early stages, you'll need to establish and identify a topic and question, work out what you already know, and do some initial literature searches and reading around the topic to produce a proposal. Then you'll need to meet with your supervisor and start planning your research and write-up. If you'll be collecting and analysing data, you'll need to plan and manage both how you collect it and organise it for analysis. Or if you intend to do more theoretical or literature-based research, you'll need to complete a more extensive review of the literature and then organise, analyse and synthesise that literature in response to your research questions. At the same time, you may have already started writing and perhaps producing an introduction for your supervisor to provide feedback on, and you should aim to write regularly alongside the other tasks required for your research. You'll also need to maintain a bibliography of sources throughout for referencing purposes. So as you can see in this example, over time you'll likely have several tasks you're completing at the same time at various points in the research period. It's important to think at an early stage about how you're going to plan and schedule all of these things and how you'll keep track of the tasks you need to complete, as well as key deadlines such as meetings with your supervisor, draft submission dates, and so on. This example simply uses an Outlook calendar. And this example uses a simple chart format which you could create in Word or Excel. But in the next video, we'll also consider some other options for planning your project. So now let's think a little bit more specifically about how to make a research plan. Start with the big picture. Make a plan for the full period of research so that you have a general overview of the different stages of your research and key deadlines, remembering to be as realistic as you can about the time you'll have available over the course of your dissertation, whether that's 6 months or a year. Your plan will change, of course, because life is rarely simple and there will always be unexpected tasks, issues or challenges that impinge on our time. But that's not a reason not to create a plan. Instead, build some flexibility into your schedule. For example, leaving some hours free every week for unforeseen tasks or delays. Also, plan in progress reviews at regular intervals, perhaps on a monthly basis, so you can adapt your plan in response to any changes in your circumstances or progress. For example, if you decide to conduct primary research where you collect data and analyse it, then your initial list might look something like this. We can see here that the student has also estimated how long they expect they might need to accomplish each task. Always try to be generous in terms of the time you give yourself for each task. If you don't need all that time, that's fine and you'll be able to complete your work faster. But if you wildly underestimate how long each task might take, you may end up falling behind very quickly. Checklists can help you to establish the different tasks you'll need to complete over the course of the project, as well as in what order, so that you can create an effective overall research plan. On a day-to-day basis, however, your weekly schedule will be even more important than your overall plan for ensuring that you make progress. Again, be realistic about your weekly schedule. Plan around your other modules, work and other personal commitments. And remember that we can't work 24 hours a day every day, and that we need time not only to sleep, but also to relax and maintain a healthy work, study and life balance. To create a weekly schedule from your main tasks, break them down into further practical, tangible tasks. So for example, to carry out an internet literature search and draw up a list of relevant books and articles, you could break it down into create a Zotero library, identify keywords, do a library search and record results in Zotero, do a Google Scholar search and record results in Zotero. You can then track your progress more easily, checking off tasks on your to-do list as you complete them. And consider using technology to keep on track, using software and online tools for project time and bibliographic management. This is a situation where generative AI tools could also be your friend, helping you to plan and manage all the tasks you may need to do. So to summarise, successful dissertations require careful planning and management of time and resources. Make a checklist of all the main tasks of the research, and from this, make a plan for the whole dissertation period. Then break those down into smaller, concrete tasks that you can add into your weekly schedule and daily to-do lists. And remember that technology can really assist you in many aspects of project planning and management.